Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing the highly anticipated Fenty Beauty concealers, powders, everything. My video is quite late. I hope it's not like you guys don't care anymore because I still have a review to do. I really wanted to review the Fenty concealers as well as the powder and also compare them to high-end and low-end products, low-end drugstore products, whatever you call it. So without further ado, let's just get straight into this. If you like this video, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down all of your thoughts. If you've already had the Fenty Beauty concealers or not, let me know. I'm going to be comparing the Fenty Beauty concealer against NARS creamy concealer for a high-end product and Maybelline Fit Me for convenient for a low-end product. So I've also asked you guys on Instagram to let me know what questions you want me to answer about the review, my thoughts. I'm obviously going to do a long wear test over 2 days to compare the high-end low-end product, you know what I mean? Started, I know many of you asked for my skin type and colour. I'm pretty sure I'm 385 in Fenty concealers. 390 was a bit too warm for me and 400 was way too warm for me. I could obviously make it work, but I don't really like having to make products work, you know what I mean? They launched the 385, I wasn't sure if that was my shades, I just didn't want to buy it, but I saw like another YouTuber, can't remember her name, gonna leave the video down below. She's 385 and she is basically my skin complexion basically. My skin type is also oily, combination to oily skin. And yeah, I get oily throughout the day, so we'll see how this works for me. I want to get the product out and just do swatches and see how it does comparing to my favorite concealers. So the shade I picked up, Fenty Pro Concealer Instant Retouch Concealer, and this is in the shade 370. I've actually worn this by itself before day before yesterday. I'm going to insert clips. It is slightly creasing under my under eye, so I'm just going to go back in. Ooh, that took product away. Basically, I realised that I shouldn't have used the sponge I use under my eye because it takes away product. So I'm filming it again with my drugstore just to give it like an even chance because basically I got it wrong the first time. I'm going to be doing it with a beauty sponge today. So let's do swatches against my favourite concealers just to start off, just to see what shade you probably are. Let's start off with Maybelline Fit Me. So my shade Maybelline Fit Me number 40. Can you see? I love this. It's really running out. Yellow caramel undertones, but not too yellow. I don't like mine too yellow. So yellow neutral, warm neutral, golden neutral is like my shade. And then we'll put NARS Creamy Concealer next. So in NARS Creamy Concealer, I'm shade Caramel. I'll put that next to Fit Me. So Fit Me runs a little bit more warm than NARS Caramel. Caramel is literally caramel undertone and I love it. Fenty 370 here. Let's see how this does. Okay. I would say it's more warm than NARS Caramel. A little more warm, but it's still doable. I can still work with this. And I also want to compare it to my LA Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn because it's a very popular colour. Just so you guys can see what it looks like. LA Pro Concealer in Fawn, Fenty 370, NARS Caramel, and Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 40. So I hope that gives you an idea. Powder I got in the shade Banana. Powder shade Banana. I could have done with Honey as well, but I wanted something a little bit more translucent because what I'm going to be comparing it to is a more translucent shade. So I wanted like the tiniest bit of yellow. So for drugstore products, we're going to be comparing it to the Airspun Loose Setting Powder, if that can focus, as well as the high-end Laura Mercier in translucent. So anyway, let me do my foundation. My foundation is in the shade NARS Tahoe. That works for me really well. I'll just do this quickly, pump around my face, and I'll be back. So I'm all done, and what we're gonna do is gonna do this side Fenty, this side Maybelline. So I'm gonna bring you guys a little closer. So my base is good, so my concealer should also be good. So what I'm looking for it to do is I'm looking for it to conceal my little under eye kind of bags. I wouldn't say I've got dark circles, but definitely hollowness. I've got creases, which I know that it's not going to get rid of them, but I just don't want the Fenty concealer to enhance them. And then I've got a dark mark here I want to cover up. Also going to put it all over the lid to use it as a base for my eyeshadow, see how that works. And yeah, let's get started. Very creamy. I do really like the shade. I like how the shade, it works for me perfectly. So if you're like around my skin tone, caramel, you'll really like this. Let's do that. And this time I'm going to be using a beauty sponge. Okay, got a little bit of moustache. I don't want it to get rid of it. I know it's going to get rid of it, but I want it to kind of conceal. Let me know what you guys think. Bit on my chin, bit on my forehead. My brow needs a real quick fix. And because it is creamy, I can go back to it. Like, I don't need to rush to set it or anything, which is really good. But I really like that. I like that. That's nice. That is a nice, I feel like already I really like it with a sponge rather than a little tiny sponge, and rather than a brush as well. That didn't work because I used a brush. I'm going to insert the brush I used. No, actually I'm just going to show you the brush I used. I used this brush to just buff it in. Don't do that. Just use the ball. Let's get rid of this on my face. Cool. You okay? That's what it's looking like. No Fenty. Using Maybelline Fit Me in 40. Gonna apply it around the face. I already know how this is gonna go, so it should be fine. This is also creamy, just like Fenty. Just gonna use a different end of the brush to blend it in. This is the first layer. Obviously I did 2 layers, so I'm going to do another layer. Both of these concealers are very lightweight. They're very similar. I don't know if they're a dupe yet. Well, we don't know if they're a dupe yet, but they're very similar. So far, straight off bat, the Fenty gives more coverage than the Maybelline. It's lightweight, but it gives more coverage. I don't know if you guys can see. Like here, it's still a bit hollow in my eye. And now we're going to set my under eye. Going in with Fenty first, we're going to be setting it with Fenty Beauty Banana. Yellow, beautiful, and I'm putting it on the under eye. It's going to press it in. That's what it looks like. And then for the other setting powder, I'm going to use this side. So that side of Fenty, this side for the Airspun. I got the wrong shade. I got the shade Soft Peach because I just bought it online thinking that it's going to be like translucent, whatever. But it's not the exact shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it a little bit in with my Sacha Buttercup because my Sacha Buttercup is very yellow and this is very peach. That is what I've done. Pat it off with my hand. Oh, this is pink. And then set my under eye. They both look the same. My under eyes both look the same. Would you not agree? And they're both creasing a little bit, tiniest bit. Let me know which under eye is creasing more. I think it's Fenty. Fenty is creasing more on me. Anyway, I'm going to do the rest of my makeup, come back, let you know my thoughts on how it's looking after. So my makeup's all done. Listen, I am a disco ball. But anyway, I'm gonna do my hair and I'll be back and I'll do a checkup at the end of the day. So I'm gonna insert pictures of the flashback. The flashback was okay. I feel like the powders on both in like really dark lighting, but in like night where there's already some decent lighting, it looks amazing. And on photos, they both look amazing. I'm just gonna come back, do some errands, whatever. My phone isn't here, but I'm gonna insert the time right here and I'll be back in like hours later. So catch you in a bit. Hello guys, so I'm filming this vlog style. It's been like 8 hours with this on my face. You can see my face is oily, it's very shiny. I've got oily skin like I said. Let's take a close-up look at my makeup. This is the Drugstore and this is Fenty. Okay, I've got the lights on, but I'm gonna kind of come away from the light so you can really see. As you can see, the Drugstore didn't last as long as I would like it to, and the coverage is very medium. It's not full like Fenty. Fenty I'd say is full coverage. This is more medium coverage. It still looks okay from afar. I don't know about you guys. It covered nicely around my mouth. Let me get a mirror so I can really see and do a comparison. So looking at my mirror, I can just see oil. My under eyes creased, both of them have creased at the end of the day. Very creased. I can't remember if the concealer said it was long wearing, but it did say it was creaseless, and there is creases. At the end of the day, I'm not too surprised. The makeup has separated also under my eyes. Fenty doesn't look as bad as the Drugstore one. The Drugstore one, you can really see like a whole line area. I can see more texture on my skin on this side of my face than this side, but I don't know if that's because my skin's just bad on one side. I'm not sure. But yeah, I would say all in all, Fenty won out of the Drugstore. So tomorrow I'll be back tomorrow to show you what it looks like with the NARS concealer and the Laura Mercier and see which one holds up in the end. But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's late, and yeah, I'm an oily mess. I'm gonna take this off. Okay, bye. Hi friends, so it's day 2, going to be comparing Fenty Beauty, the concealer and the powder, against Laura Mercier and NARS. But I'm gonna have Fenty Beauty this side, NARS that side. But first, let's do foundation. Although NARS foundation is like my favorite foundation, I don't want to be biased because obviously I'm going to be using a NARS concealer. So I'm going to use the Sleek Vitality foundation in VF14. That's what it looks like. Hopefully it focuses. So the rest of my makeup I'm going to keep the same as yesterday. Clearly the Fenty won against the Drugstore concealer, which is what it should have done because it's more expensive. Hello! If you guys really want a tutorial on the makeup looks that I've done on this video, get this video to like 2,000 likes and I will do it for you. Let's get it to 2,000 guys. I know we can definitely do it. So of course, let's start with the Fenty side. The concealer, there's a lot on the product which I really like. Okay, I'm gonna need it to conceal a lot today because I'm not using a high-end foundation. I'm gonna go back over and conceal again. But for now, let's move on to NARS Creamy Concealer. NARS is also another favourite of mine. I haven't used it recently, but it's like still one of my favourites. Let's see how different it looks. It's a lot lighter, a lot less warm than the Fenty. Fenty is like warm neutral, and this is more like yellow neutral. Okay, this is the first layer of both. Tell me which side you guys like more. This is Fenty. And this side is NARS. Straight off bat, I think I prefer, to be honest, it's very close. Very close. I don't know what side I prefer. Okay, let me go over with another coat of both. I can tell you that more product comes out of the Fenty. Don't know if that's good or bad. So you can see Fenty side's a lot warmer. Setting my face with Fenty Banana. Pat in, pat off, because you can get like a lot of product, and then no, Laura Mercier. I just got the Lucent, give up, whatever. You know what shade I got, the translucent one. Yeah, okay. The Laura Mercier looks patchy under my eye. I don't know if you can see it right here. A little bit right here. I don't know if it's this eye because I've had this problem with this eye for 3 days now. I feel like maybe my eye is more deep set than this eye because I've had the same problem with the same 3 concealers. Fenty Beauty did that to me on the first day, then Maybelline on the second day, and then NARS on the third. So it could be my eye. But anyway, other than that, I'd say Fenty looks a little bit more flawless than Laura Mercier, which is very interesting. Don't know if you can see, like here, this looks a lot more flawless in here. I feel like I can see more texture in my face here. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, I'm gonna do my face, come back and let you know my thoughts when I'm finished my makeup and my hair. So I'm back, hair, makeup done. Makeup's looking good. Close up, I feel like my powder made everything more flawless on both sides actually. The powder from like the Laura Mercier and the Fenty. I'd say I can still see like the hollowness. I feel like it might just be my eye and this eye might be just being a bit more hollow than the other side. But I'm liking how they're both looking right now. I'm going out with friends, going out for the night, so I'll be back to really give you an actual review. I'll be out busy, out in the rain because it's raining today, so I'll come back with a proper review. Anyway, I'm off. I'll catch you guys in a couple hours. Bye. So I was about to get ready for bed because I've just been out with Zib. Out, had a good time, took my wig off, thinking I'm just gonna get ready for bed, and then I completely forgot about the video. So I'm just gonna show you my camera, the under eye. Today's a lot better. I like my under eye a lot better. Creasing, very minimal from both sides. I'd say creasing is a little bit more on the NARS, interesting enough. From far, like I said, you can't tell. Here you go. But I think Fenty has held up really well against the high end and against the low end. So I would say 100%. My concealer's rubbed off here because I was wearing my glasses. Already taken off my lashes and everything. Like, guys, I was ready for bed. But I'm just going to show you my under eye here. I really impressed with Fenty. Well done to Fenty. The powder looks really good. I've heard you shouldn't bake, which is what I didn't really do. I kind of pressed it in and brushed it off. The Laura Mercier still looks good. I'm going to insert the flash photos that I took. I'd say NARS came out better. NARS and Laura Mercier came out better in terms of powder and the flashback. NARS looked more translucent, whereas Fenty could kind of see my powder. But to be honest, I'm not really that fussed as long as it's not crazy. But here I can even still see where like the concealer is a little brighter than the NARS, which I'm really impressed by. Listen, Rihanna, you did a good job. Fenty, listen, guys, go out and buy it. I'm impressed. This is going to be my new concealer and powder. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up for more reviews, stuff like this. Comment down below your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!